Hello, you lovely people. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this video, you can watch your star sign forecast for the week July 14th to July 20th, 2025. And if you happen to be interested in a personal reading, you can always go to my website, which link you can find in the description down below, and you are seeing it onto your displays right now. And have a look at my very front page, all the list of my services and also their pricing. Now, with that said, let's jump right away to your forecast. This will be Pisces, Sun, Moon, and also Rising reading. So if it happens that you are born under the Pisces sign, then you can take from the reading the stuff that are going to happen to you while that is through the week. Now, while if you are a moon in Pisces, then you can take from the reading how you're going to feel handling all these stuff around. And if your rising sign is Pisces, then you can take from the reading what is going to be the best way to handle all these stuff around. So obviously, watching for all, or listening rather, for all three of your star signs is going to give you a pretty good idea of what week is ahead of you, Pisces. Now, with that said, the first one, which stands for the topic of your week, and also the subject here, it's the Four of Wands. So obviously you're going to have an amazing and fantastic week. Being able to conclude. Now the Four of Wands stands for that you finally are going to attend to the matters, to the aspects which matter, and or you may be attending right now. I don't want to, you should not take it wrong from me. You may be attending from now, but this is about the conclusion. You finally are going to be able to conclude the subjects that matter in a certain enterprise. And I do believe and sense that we are talking about a capitalizing on love, making a partnership that it is on a base of love and as well sex. And doing so, now this is going to finalize that stage of the partnership, which doesn't mean that it's going to end it. On the contrary, is going to transform it into the next level. That is no different than having a girlfriend or a boyfriend and making so fulfilling all of their say needs, all of their criterias, and extinguishing all of their doubts so they can now propose you to marry, or making them ready to have a child or to buy a mutual home, and so on and so forth. So throughout this week, you finally gonna do so that you will transform the relationship, the marriage, the partnership that it is bonded by love that you have. You're gonna make it ready so it can move and jump into the next level, so it can transform into something more beautiful, bigger, better, and bringing you more satisfaction. And that's why by the end of this week you're going to be so happy that I think that you are going to cheer for it with a glass of wine or something different, depending on what your poison is. But you are going to definitely have by the end of the week a cause for definitely celebration. And to top it all off, almost everyone you know and almost everyone that you are acquainted with is going to be also happy for you. So massive progress on the love front for you, Pisces, that we have regardless what is the condition of your love life currently. Okay, because I gave on an examples with already existing relationships, but maybe you do have a person of interest that you're trying to impress in a certain way, and that card shows that throughout the week you are going to hit the mark with the points that that person gets impressed into, and now you may make them ready to start committed relationship with you. Now, what is going to work against you throughout the week? It is the Strength card. That is the self-doubt, unfortunately. While you're going to have a big enthusiasm going through the week, and I don't know why I can't pinpoint the reasons. Obviously, they're going to be very individualized. One Pisces is going to have one reasons, another Pisces is going to have different reasons than the first one. But at some points, fulfilling all these important matters so you can complete that important cycle of development here, you're going to wonder why you're doing that. So we are having that self-doubt, whether you aren't wasting your efforts and you aren't kind of like, I don't want to say a lost cause, that you are fighting a lost cause, but maybe a cause that you may not need to. And that's why it's going to be important going through the week to inject in your life the right amount of enthusiasm and the right amount of passion, because we have the symbol of infinity here, which is a symbol of indestructibility in tarot. And if you have a person of interest that is, for example, here, and you question quite a few times why exactly you're trying to make up with that person, and you convince yourself that they aren't worth it, there is no going back from it. I mean, you are going to be left with that conviction no matter what happens afterwards, and this is going to pollute otherwise the amazing relationship you can have with that person. So that's why it is important to inject always the right amount of enthusiasm and the right amount of passion into the stuff that you are into, the love life that you are trying to accomplish, which you will going forward into the week. Now, what is going to work for you? It is a individual, it is a person. We have the Knight of Swords, which is catalyzed with the Nine of Cups here. So we do have a active active neutrals as an elemental dignity, and that is a person who strongly believes into that there is no reason literally to do anything if it doesn't make you happy, and if it doesn't make you feel the life fulfilled, feel sensual joy from it, and as well, how can I put it into words, and also simultaneously kind of like is working for you. So this one here is going to bring some sense into the stuff that you may be doubting doing, right? So I do believe that that is a very good friend of yours that you are sharing a lot with. Not just only what you are going through, but also what you are planning to do, and how you're seeing stuff around, how you're seeing things that you should perform moving forward. And this one is going to encourage you, and not just only encourage you, but also is going to reveal for you an approach that you can take, which simultaneously you're going to find that it is something that you will actually not going to regret. You are actually going to, in fact, enjoy. And it is simultaneously something that is going to very much work. Very intelligent person, someone that it is with a very keen mind, and it is something that it is a person that can simply fathom. So it's someone that can always kind of understand you. And you are going to end up the week here with a Justice. Wow. Okay. Well, with the Justice, you're actually going to do a bit better than you hoped for, because that card shows that by the end of the week, you're going to have all the rules of your love life pretty much established with either your spouse, your wife, your husband, your person of interest, and so on and so forth. So if it is a person of interest and you're single, that card shows that by the end they are going to agree on something with you, which is going to put an equal load on either of you, and you both are going to keep up to that quote-unquote agreement, right? It doesn't have to be physical agreement, but there is going to be some boundaries, or some rules, I should say, that you both are going to establish in between you two. And following these rules, they're actually going to serve their purpose. So the result of these rules, depending on how you establish them, will make the relationship and it is going to shape the relationship in such a way. These could be the rules that, for example, your spouse should be more responsible toward your children, or should be more carefree when interact with you, or should not bring the stress from work at home, and so on and so forth here. So these rules are going to be exactly the finalization of these important cycles of development, what you need in order to transform that relationship, be certain in it, and transform it into something more. Now you may finally, by doing so, be ready to engage each other and create a family, or buy a new home if these rules are to save more money rather than spend them on stuff that you just don't need. And you're going to find yourself being quite busy with that, in a sense of that at least at start, these rules are going to take a lot of your time, not all of it, but a lot of it. And however, you will be able to manage your time correctly, so you can fulfill all of those rules on your end. And that card also suggests that your other person, whether it is the significant one or whether it is a person of interest, will also keep up their bargain, at least at the start, is going to keep their end of the bargain, at least at the start. So with that said, Pisces, that was your weekly reading. Now, hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it. And if you did, you can subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel so. And if you think that this video can help someone you can share it with them as well. And hopefully we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.